Aloha. So this is a 2011 F350 long bed king cab, and we're just going to be replacing the coils, or it's going to be a lift. We're going to be putting lifted coils on it. The first thing you want to do on these is go underneath the truck, and you're going to loosen your sway bar. So I've already got it unbolted from the mounts here. When you put a lift in like this, make sure you get the kit. I'm just putting coils because we already put the kit in, we just didn't get the lift coils. If you notice, he's running spacers right now because he just went and got the spacers until he could get the coils. So now we got the coils, we're gonna replace them. So the second thing after unbolting the sway bar, you're gonna come around and unbolt the shocks. And on this particular truck, there are mounts down here to the top. I usually just pull out the bottom mount. That way it's free. It'll slide out as it comes up. It's a little tight right now, but it'll come up and out once we jack it up. Alright, so you're just gonna go in and follow your sensor wires back to where they connect. On the F350s, they connect right above the radius arm. Not too hard to find. And then you're just gonna unbolt the brackets for all your brake lines so that they don't overstretch. And this one should be okay. I'm just getting a bracket out of the way so the brake line doesn't overextend. There we go. It's always good to have a jack stand around. And I'm just gonna, this is a heavy truck, but I'm still just gonna have a jack stand right under the radius arm right here, just in case it decides it wants to fall. It's not up there. It's not touching, but I mean, just in case it wants to fall, it'll just fall right there, and that's it. It'll stop. Or break the jack and keep falling. Because this part's gonna be a little crazy. Usually you want to remove the tire, but I'm not really traditional, so it's easier to remove the tire. But I'm just gonna kind of yank it out with the tire on. Makes it easier for me. If you go ahead and buy yourself some coil compressors and you compress the new coils just a little bit, just a couple of inches, that way it's easier for you to stick it in under here. Because this old one you're gonna have to wedge and pry out. It won't be too hard, but I mean, it just makes it easier on you. You can get these coil compressors at any auto shop. They got them. They're not too special. These are kind of a more high rated ones, but any ones will do as long as you don't torque them down too far because they might break. Or you can use a cheater bar, whatever you want to do. And I'm just gonna pop it out like that, and then I'm just gonna pull it out. But I need two hands to do it, so I can't videotape. Just some wrestling with it, you'll eventually get it in. I forgot to mention this little piece. It's a piece of rubber. It's a grommet or a bushing, you might call. It comes off the old one. So you have to twist it off and then twist it on the new one. That way it's got some padding so it doesn't make noise when you're driving up and down the road. Give you an idea how big the new coils are. Pretty big. It's about 6 inches here. When you get them both on, just take a break, drink some water. All right, last but not least, this is the most shady part about putting on lift kits: zip ties. Zip ties, yeah, I know it seems like such a jimmy rig, but no, some of your kits will come with zip ties or bolts, but if they don't come with bolts and hardware, you have to zip tie it. So basically this hole is supposed to line up with that, but we're gonna bend the brake line so that it looks just like that. That way it gives it a couple more inches to mess around with the brake lines. Unless you go ahead and just replace your brake lines, get longer ones, whatever you want to do. But for the stage 1 kits, the ones that are basic, that's what you do. And you're just gonna zip tie this in tight. Anywhere's good. Doesn't have to be any particular hole. Just zip tie it tight. Alright. And if your kit does come with zip ties, they're gonna be rated pretty high. I think these are rated at about 30 pounds, so they're not gonna break. They'll just stay right there. And I just zip tied it up to the AC line here, to the brake line. Now it's solid. It's not gonna fall or nothing. And you just put your primary bolt back in here at this bottom bracket. This will differ on every car. This is just the way to do it on F350s. And don't forget to suck back up your track bar or your sway bar. And then you're ready for a test. You take it for a test drive to see how it drives. Take it normal speeds.